What's everyone? What's up, everybody? Lord, I can't even talk. It's pitiful. I done started off pitiful. So I got some stuff in the mail. I'm opening it up behind you. I don't want any burden to show anybody's mailing address. Let me see what this is. This is from Missy Grando. She be in the comments. Y'all don't be reading her comments. Hilarious. Please excuse this. But I haven't. Oh, shit. Yeah, organic and organic secret stash and postage stamps. I'm sure. Oh, Lord have mercy. She is so ignorant. You know what? Maybe I ought to read that. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't be reading her comments in the comment section, when she do comment, them comments be a riot. So she clearly has sent me some seeds of some sort. And go grow, I got your. Let me make sure I don't throw these out on the ground. Ooh, it's a lot of them too. Ooh, yeah, it's a lot of seeds in there. Okay, let me put this back. I don't want to throw my seeds out on the ground. Fool around and self-sow on the concrete. Oh yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna go up and take this right in the greenhouse. I got some shishito seeds, but I'm skeptical on those seeds. So I don't know how that's gonna pan out. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna sow those seeds. She talking about she gonna storm HEB. That's crazy. But y'all, I wanted to jump on here right quick and talk to y'all for a quick second. So we going into the gardening season. And the gardeners already know. But I decided to come on here and try to talk to y'all and tell y'all that I think now more than ever it's going to be vastly important for you to be growing your own food. And if at all possible, if you can grow and share with others. Let me start this by saying I know most people don't like politics, don't like to talk politics, etc., etc. And I get it, because it starts arguments and fights, and a lot of times you find out where you thought a person's mindset or where their heart was. A lot of times you find out it's not where it is. However, I do want to say this. By the vast majority of people not talking politics, that's part of the reason why we got to where we are today. I think a lot of people don't understand that back in the day, or not even back in the day, even now, the rich people, they're not straying away from politics because they're using politics to stay rich and stay in power. Understand that money is one of the main ways you can have power. Influence is another way you can have power. And unfortunately, in the country that I live in, a lot of people seem to think that your race equals power, but it don't. Because I got news for you. If you white and you make less than $500,000 a year, you ain't got no power. Not really. Not really. The rich people are against you just as much as they're against everybody else. And I think a lot of poor white people are finding this out. But why am I bringing this up? Because it was brought back to my attention. Project 2025. So a lot of people took that as a joke. I even met some black people who said that, oh, they're not going to be able to do all of that stuff. That's not real. Blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. Like I've told you all before, I read all 28 pages? But it's 900 some odd pages. I read every single page. And I'm back going reading back through it again, because when you read stuff, you don't remember everything the first go round. It's not all the way locked in the first go round. I would advise to you, even if you don't like politics, even if you don't like reading. Well, let me say this right quick. It's not that I like politics, and I want people to get that very clear. I don't necessarily like it. See, all of this stuff where you run on something and you lie to people and tell people you're going to do X, Y, Z, and then when you get in office, you don't really enact it. I don't care nothing for that. Where I'm from, that, saying you're going to do something and ain't going to do it to get your feelings hurt, if not get you personally hurt. So, I don't really come from a culture of that, but I understand that that's what most politicians do. You got some good politicians that stand on business. It ain't enough of them out there. That's number one. But I'm saying that to say politics affects every aspect of your life. It behooves you no matter who you are. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter any of that stuff, because it affects you. Even children. People try to, don't keep your children out of it. Everything they do depends on politics, i.e. they schooling, number one. Even if you homeschool and you are blessed enough to be able to do that, I'm pretty sure there's some guidelines that homeschoolers have to abide by, and I'm sure that policy affects those. I don't know nothing in this country that policy don't touch in one form, fashion, or another. Not only that, if you call yourself raising decent children, maybe your children will be the new, Jasmine Crockett's and stuff. You don't never know. We got to have somebody. These old people, it's too many old. They old. Their ideas is antiquated. They got to move around. And then we have too many evil people. They got to move around too. So politics is important in that manner, but I'm going to tell you how it's mostly important when they're using it against you. So Project 2025 is against the vast majority of Americans. It goes against just about anything that you could ever think of. And if you have not read it, they've already enacted several things. They're up to about chapter 9 of the things that they have already enacted. And the worst is yet to come. It's just like almost like reading the Bible almost, They done gave you their playbook. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I keep my enemies in my back pocket. Believe that if you want. I keep my enemies in my back pocket. And if they gonna give me their playbook, I'm finna read every bit of it. And I'm finna be ready. The people who are going to be most affected are those who are not ready for what may happen. And unfortunately, some of this is on us, because when people don't do their job, you be active during the election, but you're not active during the days to see, for instance, your senators, all of this, state and federal level. You vote for them, but then do you follow up and see what they voted on? Did they hold true to what they said they was going to hold true to? And if they didn't, vote them out. And this is what I mean by talking politics. You need to be telling people. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to a school board meeting or whatever, you need to let it be known. Okay, we voted you on the school board to do X, Y, Z, and then this is how you turned around and voted. Let the people know so that people can vote them out. They work for you. Now, that being said, why am I saying that? As I read Project 2025, I'm telling you now, it's some essential skills you better have. And those that don't have these skills, I'm telling you, the ones that got the skills, I'm going to give you case in point. So, my granny was born during the Great Depression. My great-grandparents lived during the Great Depression. When I asked my great-grandmother about the Great Depression and how it affected her, you know what her response was? She said, well, baby, it affected everybody, but it didn't affect me and your granddaddy as hard. And I didn't quite understand why, because when they teach the Great Depression in school, they teach it, you see all these, like, it make it seem like everybody was in the soup line. Everybody was in the unemployment line. But my great-grandmother explained to me, she said, well, we farmed our own land. We knew how to blacksmith. We knew how to do this. We knew how to do that. We knew how to do. So people came to us for stuff. Excuse me? This is why it behooves you to talk to your elders, but I'm not going to beat that horse. That's not what this video is about. I believe we finna go back to that. You don't know your herbal remedies, because see, they trying to cut every bit of Medicaid. They can cut Medicare next. These stamps and WIC and all this stuff, they cutting all this stuff. So where does it behoove you? Behoove you to grow your own food if you can. And let me say this, let us have our own revolution as gardeners and farmers. Let us have our own revolution. What does our revolution need to look like? Sharing seeds, sharing plants, encouraging the people who said to you, ooh, girl, I don't know how you get out there and garden. Or, ooh, homie, I don't know how you buy those fruit trees. I don't encourage, try your best to encourage at least 1 to 2 people. Try to convince them, even if they don't plant but 1 tomato plant. Try to convince them and help them and show them. And I promise you, if they harvest one thing, they're more likely to keep doing it. Even if it's your children. If your children, they complain and say they don't want to help you in the garden, don't allow them to get away with that. Say, no, you're going to get your ass out here and you're going to learn something. Because I look back and I say, I used to fight my granny on, I don't want to go out there. I don't want to. And she used to say, girl, get your ass up and get out here. You're going to do what I tell you to do. Because she knew what was better. Now it's a better way to say it, I guess. I feel like being talked to like that made me a little harder. Some of these people kind of soft. But it is what it is. It take all kinds to run the world. But by her telling me, girl, get your ass up, I can't tell you how priceless that was for her to drag me out there and for me to absolutely hate being out there, but some kind of way I picked up on something. Because I'm here to tell you, none of my cousins do this. None of them. And they are, and don't none of them eat worth for nothing. But guess what? They're trying to straighten up and fly right. I done got some phone calls now. They see what's going on, because a lot of them are school teachers. They see what's going on. They see that they want to cut the free lunch program. And they know that a lot of these kids, the only place they getting food is at the school. So what that mean? That mean them kids gonna starve to death? You see what I'm saying? And I'm not for that, because a lot of those children are black. So it's no way that I'm gonna sit up, things happen and it's none of my business as to why their parents ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. But I believe it takes a village, and if your mama won't do it, damn it, if you hungry, I'll give you some food. You see what I'm saying? I think we're gonna have to look out for each other and all that. So back to what I was saying, what is our revolution gonna be? Encourage somebody to grow. Share some seeds with somebody. Share some plants with somebody. If somebody's excuse is, well, I don't have no seeds, or I don't have no plant, or I don't have enough land, show them. Stop them. Rebut that mess. Don't let them sit up there and tell you what they ain't got, when we all know you can go to Dollar Tree, or you can get a bucket and you can plant you one something in a bucket on your porch, on your patio, on your wherever. Even if you have to plant it inside. Be careful, we don't want the bugs in the house. But y'all see what I'm saying? That's our revolution. Another part of the revolution is this growing season. Grow a little bit extra. If somebody needed, help somebody. Give a little more than what you gave last year. Gardeners, I believe, and the gardeners that I've met are giving people. I don't really know gardeners who are stingy, because gardeners usually have a mentality of abundance, because we go into the season and we said we want to have an abundant crop. We want to have an abundant season. We want to harvest above and beyond what we thought we were going to harvest. And that goes hand in hand with encouraging somebody to grow. Maybe you can change their mentality into being an abundant mentality, into being a positive mentality, into be a learning mentality, into being a curious mentality. You see what I'm saying? So let's get out here and do something and have our own revolution and try to save ourselves and help ourselves, because we ain't going to be able to get there. I'm telling you now, if you've read Project 2025, and y'all get down in the comments, and I want you to tell me, have you read Project 2025, any of it? Have you read all of it? Or you're not going to read it? You don't give a damn what I say? You don't have no intentions on reading it? I just want to know, what are y'all thoughts? And if y'all want to know where you can find Project 2025, I will probably more than likely put the link in the description if you want, because it's public record. So, you know. But like I said, I believe you all should be informed. When you're informed, things don't happen to you, they happen around you. Because guess what? You probably prepared. You get what I'm saying? This is part of your preparedness. We need to know about all of this stuff. Because let me tell you something. If they're trying to take birthright citizenship, you know, they're not. The courts put it on ice for now. But y'all know you can't write a law and just say, okay, well, just the Hispanics, just the dreamers, you can't write a law like that. That's illegal. Granted, these courts, these judges and stuff we got now, they upholding some illegal things, which that was part of the, you know, that was part of the plan. Because this stuff has been in the works. Understand me, this stuff been in the works longer than I've been alive. If you think these people rest and sleep at night, they don't sleep. These evil MFers, they sit up all day and night and figure out how they can stay in power and how they can keep people down, how they can pit each other against each other so that they can stay down, so that they can rise. You see what I'm saying? So, be ready, be prepared, be informed, and take the necessary steps that you need to take. As I say that, I'm getting ready to harvest right now because I'm getting ready to take my neighbor on the other end of the street some greens. She's the elderly lady on a fixed income. So, like I said, I practice what I preach at all times. I don't just be on here talking. A lot of the stuff I do, especially a lot of people don't know, I'm an activist and a political person in my community. I don't just stand around here and just, you know, a lot of time when y'all see people hollering at me, that's because they know who I am. They know me by more than just this garden. Okay, so please don't think I just be out here just, and like I said, in my community, we got some other things going on, some other things we finna get into and ramp up on because we've been talking. We've been talking around here and we've been getting ready, but I figured I should share this with y'all because I think it's going to be important. And my viewership knows that I want them to be abundant just like I'm abundant. And I want them to help people just like I help people because y'all know I preach that. These people that get on here for self-gratification, I don't have time for them. I don't have time for them. I didn't do YouTube to get famous. I don't believe I'll ever be famous by way of YouTube. I'm going to be honest and tell you and say I hope I don't be famous by YouTube. But I'd rather be known a different kind of way. I'm a little bit different in that way. You know, when they put me in the ground, I want to be like Fatty Lou Hamer and Shirley Chisholm and all these different people who actually was out here trying to do something. Let me be known for that. Let me be known because I help people in the community. Let me be known because I'm a good person, not because I had a YouTube channel. But that being said, till next time, see you guys later.